transformation of the mind into action through feeling, through certain kinds of thoughts that bring us in the action. Manolayanasa is just the flow, not even aware. It's just, however, there needs to be an awareness where Buddha and Krishnamurti say, oh, this is no action, the flow goes. If I doubt, does that bring me back to Manolaya?
So all happenings are Manolaya. Our understanding is also Manolaya. Our thinking is also Manolaya. We can deal with only Manolaya. We cannot deal with the Manonasa. Manonasa is the dissolution of the Manolaya. When the Manolaya comes and dissolves naturally, we need not dissolve anything. We need not convert the Manolaya into Manonasa. The Manonasa will happen naturally. But what we can do is only creating the Manolaya. But our understanding is still a kind of Manolaya. Because all thoughts are Manolaya, our intellect is Manolaya, we can deal with only in Manolaya alone. So whatever we deal, only through Manolaya alone we can deal with anything. And in the Manolaya alone, our finding, our understanding, everything in the form of Manolaya. And but this kind of understanding gives way to the dissolution of the mind, the dissolution of the Manolaya.
Can you also give an example of testing the Manonasa? In your
Not Manonasa means, for example, if you, you are taking some piece of paper, for example, some piece of paper is there, simple paper. If you take the paper from in your hand, and it will not have any weight. So if you place the paper and take the paper along with you, and thinking somewhere else or looking somewhere else, the paper may fall away from you, but you will not feel any loss because it will not lose any weight. Because even the paper itself weightless. So if it fall down from your hand, you will not notice. You will not easily notice. But at the same time, if you carry a big some bag with some heavy weight, if you some handle will broken and it will fall down, immediately you will feel, because you will immediately feel the loss of the weight. So here, when you are burdened with a great thing, when you have some sorrow or anything, then when you feel the Manonasa, then you will feel the loss of the weight. So you will free from the sorrow very easily.
And that is the test.
That is the test. Because each and every moment Manolaya comes and dissolves. But whenever it acquires some strong energy, strong weight, then only we can easily identify the loss of weight. Only through some sorrow and suffering alone we can test. Because if you properly understood, you can very easily free from the sorrow. Otherwise, you will take and you will renew the sorrow. You will encourage the sorrow. You will add weight to the sorrow. But when you understand, when you give freedom to the sorrow, the freedom will flow, and you can very easily understand the loss of weight, loss of the sorrows. But when we are liberated, the very liberation will give some pleasant feelings of some calmness may be there, because we are not any responsibility, we need not have any stress. Whenever we are not having any stress, naturally will have some relaxation of mind. That will be natural. But at the same time, if it is in the case of sorrow, immediately we can feel. Previously we may be in the sorrow, it may take several days or months to free from the sorrow. But nowadays it is very within 1 hour, half an hour, or within an hour, you may be all right. Then even the sorrow may be heavy, you may be within 1 hour, you will be all right. So everything is in the flow. You can identify the flow of everything.
So the identification of the flow, is that Manolasa?
Manolaya is all feelings, all emotions are Manolaya. We can know only Manolaya alone. We cannot feel Manonasa. Manonasa means there is no state like Manonasa. Actually, the Manolaya and the loss of Manolaya. That alone is there. Some waves are coming and the loss of waves. Waves and loss of waves alone. The loss of waves is known as Manonasa. The waves is Manolaya. So we are dealing with only Mano. We are dealing with only waves. We are dealing with Manolaya alone.
And even the person who is enlightened still manages.
Then only he can live. All emotions will be there. All feeling will be there. You need not imagine a thing. He will be like that. He will be always full of love alone. No hatred, no anger will come to him. No, you should not imagine like this. Everybody is also an ordinary person. All ordinary feeling will come to him. But what means you will not struggle with that. That is the difference between the ordinary people and the enlightened. When we give freedom to all emotions, it will go away naturally. There will be no wait for that. Whenever there is pressure, it will give some mark. Whenever there is no pressure, it will not create any mark. For example, whenever you walk upon the sand, your print will be there on the waves. But if you walk, even the water is very shallow, if you walk upon the water, no print will be formed in the sand, because you are weightless. Whenever you become weightless, even though your legs will touch upon the sand, it will not remove. It will not reveal any marking. So whenever there is no pressure, it will not have any registration. Strong registration. You will have some memory, but you will not have any, it will not affect your character.